Most people are taught to treat wrinkles like a surface problem. They are told to buy another cream, try another serum, or focus on what they can apply from the outside. But after 60, the real change is happening much deeper, in the inner structure of the skin itself. What makes skin look firm, smooth, and supported is not just moisture on the surface. It is collagen, elastin, and the internal repair system that keeps rebuilding those tissues day after day. And when that rebuilding slows down, the skin gradually loses the support that once kept it lifted and resilient. The surprising part is that this breakdown is not only about age. In many cases, the skin is no longer getting enough of the specific nutrients it depends on to keep that repair process active. When those nutrients run low, collagen production weakens, damage builds up faster, and wrinkles become more visible year after year. In this video, you will see 4 inexpensive vitamins that play a direct role in rebuilding collagen from within, protecting the skin from further breakdown, and helping support a smoother, healthier appearance after 60. And once you understand how each one works, the reason they matter becomes much easier to see. Vitamin 1. Vitamin C. If there is one vitamin that truly determines whether your skin can rebuild collagen or not, it is vitamin C. Not because it is popular, but because your body literally cannot produce strong, functional collagen without it. Deep inside your skin, fibroblasts act like microscopic construction workers. Their job is to assemble collagen using amino acids. But before that, collagen becomes strong enough to support your skin, it must go through a critical chemical step that gives it structure and stability. And that step depends entirely on vitamin C. Without enough vitamin C, the body still tries to produce collagen, but the result is weak, unstable, and easily broken down. Imagine trying to build a structure with materials that never fully harden. The shape may exist, but it cannot support weight. Over time, it begins to collapse. This is what happens in aging skin. It is not only that collagen production slows down, it is that the collagen being produced becomes lower quality, and that leads to deeper wrinkles, thinner skin, and a loss of firmness that becomes more noticeable each year. Vitamin C also works on the other side of the problem. It helps protect the collagen you already have. Every day, your skin is exposed to oxidative stress from sunlight, pollution, and normal body processes. These create unstable molecules that damage collagen fibers and accelerate aging. Vitamin C acts like a protective shield. It neutralizes these damaging molecules before they can harm your skin's structure. So it helps you build collagen and preserve it at the same time. There is also a visible effect. Vitamin C supports a more even skin tone and reduces the appearance of dullness, which is why many people notice their skin looks brighter and more refreshed when their intake improves. The best part is that it is easy and inexpensive to get through food. Red bell peppers, kiwi, strawberries, broccoli, and citrus fruits are excellent sources. And because your body does not store large amounts of it, consistent daily intake is far more effective than occasional high doses. If this type of content is already helping you, take a moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps the channel continue bringing content like this. The important point is that vitamin C helps rebuild the foundation, not just the appearance. And once that foundation starts receiving the support it has been missing, a new question naturally comes up. If vitamin C is the fuel, what actually tells your skin to start producing collagen again? That is exactly where the next vitamin begins to change everything. Vitamin 2, vitamin A. If vitamin C is the raw material that allows collagen to be built, then vitamin A is the signal that tells your skin to begin the process in the first place. Without this signal, the entire system slows down, even if all the other nutrients are available. Inside your skin cells, there is a set of genetic instructions responsible for producing collagen. But those instructions are not always active. they need to be turned on. Vitamin A, in its active form, acts like a switch that activates those collagen-producing genes inside fibroblasts. A simple way to understand this is to imagine a factory filled with machines and materials, but no one has pressed the start button. Everything is there, but nothing happens. That is what collagen production looks like when vitamin A levels are low. The skin has the capacity to rebuild itself, but the process is not fully activated. As vitamin A becomes available, this changes. The signal reaches the fibroblasts, and they begin producing collagen more consistently. Over time, this contributes to thicker, more structured skin, which helps reduce the appearance of fine lines and deeper wrinkles. But vitamin A does not stop there. It also plays a key role in renewing the outer layer of the skin. As we age, the surface of the skin replaces itself more slowly. Old cells accumulate, making the skin look dull, rough, and uneven. This surface irregularity can make wrinkles appear deeper than they actually are. Vitamin A helps accelerate this renewal process. It encourages new cells to rise to the surface more efficiently, replacing older, damaged ones. The result is a smoother surface that reflects light more evenly, giving the skin a fresher and more vibrant appearance. There is also an important protective effect. Vitamin A helps reduce the activity of enzymes that break down collagen. So while it stimulates new collagen production, it also helps slow down the loss of existing collagen. This dual action makes it one of the most powerful nutrients for aging skin. In terms of food, vitamin A comes in two main forms. One is preformed vitamin A, found in animal-based foods like egg yolks and liver. The other is beta-carotene, found in colorful vegetables like carrots, sweet potatoes, and dark leafy greens. Both contribute, but the preformed version is more directly used by the body. When these foods are included regularly, the skin receives a steady signal to keep rebuilding. And that consistency matters, because collagen is not rebuilt overnight. It is a gradual process that depends on daily input. Now, here is where things get even more interesting. Even if your skin is producing more collagen, there is still a major threat that can destroy it faster than it is being built. And this is where most people unknowingly lose progress. Because what you build during the day can be broken down just as quickly if it is not protected. And that is exactly where the third vitamin becomes essential. Vitamin 3, vitamin E. At this point, your skin has started to rebuild collagen. Vitamin A is sending the signal, and vitamin C is helping form strong, stable fibers. But there is a problem that most people underestimate. What you build can still be destroyed just as quickly if it is not protected. This is where vitamin E becomes essential. Think of it as the bodyguard of your skin's structure. Its main role is not to build collagen directly, but to protect it from one of the most aggressive forces acting on your skin every single day: oxidative damage. Every time your skin is exposed to sunlight, pollution, or even normal metabolic activity, it generates unstable molecules known as free radicals. These molecules are highly reactive and constantly looking to damage something. And one of their main targets is collagen. When free radicals attack collagen fibers, they weaken their structure. Over time, this leads to fragmentation, loss of firmness, and deeper wrinkles. The more this damage accumulates, the harder it becomes for your skin to maintain a smooth and supported appearance. Vitamin E sits right in the cell membranes, exactly where much of this damage begins. It acts like a shield, neutralizing free radicals before they can harm the structure of your skin. Instead of allowing a chain reaction of damage, vitamin E interrupts the process early. A helpful way to picture this is to imagine sparks landing on dry wood. Without protection, those sparks can start a fire that spreads. Vitamin E acts like a fire barrier, stopping the damage before it spreads through the structure. There is also another layer to this protection. Oxidative stress does not just damage collagen directly. It also triggers internal signals that activate enzymes responsible for breaking down collagen. so the damage is both direct and indirect. Vitamin E helps reduce both. It limits the initial damage and helps calm the signals that would otherwise accelerate collagen breakdown. This makes it especially important after 60, when the balance between building and losing collagen becomes more fragile. Food sources of vitamin E are simple and accessible. Nuts like almonds and hazelnuts, seeds like sunflower seeds, and foods like avocado provide good amounts. Including these regularly helps build a steady level of protection over time. And there is one important detail that makes vitamin E even more effective. It works in partnership with vitamin C. After vitamin E neutralizes a free radical, it becomes temporarily inactive. Vitamin C helps restore it, allowing it to continue protecting your skin. So now, you are not only building collagen, you are also protecting it from being destroyed. But there is still one missing piece. Even with production and protection in place, there is another hidden factor that can quietly accelerate collagen loss from the inside. And unless that is controlled, the entire system remains unstable. That final piece is inflammation, and controlling it is exactly where the fourth vitamin comes in. Vitamin 4, vitamin D. By now, your skin has the signal to produce collagen, the raw materials to build it, and the protection to preserve it. But there is still one hidden factor that can silently accelerate collagen loss from within. And that factor is chronic inflammation. After the age of 60, the body tends to shift into a more inflammatory state, even without obvious illness. This low-grade, constant inflammation affects many tissues, including the skin. And one of its main consequences is the activation of enzymes that break down collagen faster than it can be rebuilt. This is where vitamin D plays a critical role. It acts as a regulator of the immune system, helping keep inflammation under control. Instead of allowing the body to stay in a constant state of internal stress, vitamin D helps bring balance back to the system. A simple way to understand this is to imagine a construction site where workers are trying to rebuild a structure. But at the same time, another group keeps tearing it down unnecessarily. No matter how efficient the builders are, progress remains limited. Vitamin D helps stop that unnecessary destruction. When vitamin D levels are adequate, the signals that trigger excessive collagen breakdown become less active. This allows the collagen being produced by your skin to actually accumulate over time instead of being constantly degraded. Vitamin D also supports the function of skin cells themselves. It helps fibroblasts operate more efficiently and improves the behavior of the cells that form the outer barrier of the skin. This contributes to better hydration, stronger defense against external damage, and an overall healthier skin environment. There is another important layer to this. Your skin repairs itself most actively during sleep. During this time, the body increases the production of hormones that stimulate tissue repair, including collagen. Vitamin D helps your skin respond more effectively to these signals. Without enough vitamin D, this overnight repair process becomes less efficient. Even if your body is sending the right signals, your skin may not fully respond to them. Over time, this reduces the overall ability to rebuild and maintain its structure. The most natural source of vitamin D is sunlight. However, with aging, the skin becomes less efficient at producing it, and many people spend less time exposed to the sun. This is why deficiency becomes more common over time. Food sources such as fatty fish, egg yolks, and fortified foods can help, but in many cases, they are not enough on their own. Maintaining adequate vitamin D levels consistently becomes an important part of supporting skin health from within. Now, when you look at the full picture, everything starts to connect. One vitamin signals the process, another builds the structure, one protects it, and one ensures it is not constantly being broken down. And when all of them are present together, the skin finally has what it needs to rebuild itself in a more balanced and efficient way. When you look at wrinkles only from the surface, it is easy to believe that the solution is also on the surface. But what you have seen here changes that perspective completely. Your skin is not simply aging on the outside. It is losing structure from within. Collagen production slows down, existing fibers are damaged, and the balance between rebuilding and breakdown shifts in the wrong direction. And this is exactly why surface-level solutions often bring limited results. The real change begins when you support the internal system that builds and maintains your skin. Vitamin A sends the signal to start collagen production. Vitamin C allows that collagen to be formed properly. Vitamin E protects it from daily damage. And vitamin D helps prevent unnecessary breakdown caused by chronic inflammation. Each one plays a different role, but they all work together. And when they are consistently present, the skin is no longer stuck in a state of decline. It begins to rebuild little by little in a way that is more stable and sustainable over time. The most important part is that this is not about doing something extreme. It is about consistency. Simple, affordable foods, repeated day after day, can gradually restore what your skin has been missing for years. And while the changes do not happen overnight, they accumulate. Over time, the skin can become stronger, smoother, and more resilient. Not because you covered the problem, but because you supported the structure underneath it. So instead of asking what you can apply to your skin, a better question might be, what are you giving your skin to rebuild itself from within? What was the idea that surprised you the most? If this type of content makes sense to you, take a moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel.